This week's Parsha starts off, Eila told us Noach ish tzadik tamim hayed b'deiroisam. That these are the children of Noach. Noach was a tzaddik and he was complete in his generation. Rashi famously quotes the two interpretations of the last part of this pasuk. The first one says that when the pasuk says ish tam haya b'deiroisam, that he was complete in his generation, it's coming to tell us that if he was complete in his generation, where there were such bad people, how much more so he would be a tzaddik and a tamim if he was in Avram Avinu's generation, where there were better people. The other way of learning it is the exact opposite. That Noach was only considered a tamim, a tzaddik, a complete righteous person, because he was compared in his generation to such bad people. But if he was in Avram Avinu's generation, it would be different, maybe not. But the question immediately comes up that anybody who knows a little bit about the years of the Torah knows that there's a problem in this statement. Both opinions compare Noach to if he was in Avram Avinu's generation. But the fact is that he was. In fact, Avram Avinu was 58 years old when Noach passed away. Avram Avinu was alive and well the same time Noach was alive and well. And you can't say that the statement and the opinions were referring to when Avram, quote-unquote, discovered Hashem, because even amongst the various opinions on how old Avram Avinu was when he, quote-unquote, discovered Hashem, whether he was 3 years old, 40 years old, or 48 years old, Avram Avinu still had at least 10 years from when he, so to speak, discovered Hashem to when Noach passed away. So what's going on here? What answers the Rebbe that when the Chachamim say that Noach was not alive in Avram Avinu's generation, it's coming to tell us that although many people know Avram Avinu as the person who discovered Hashem, he found God, that's not what Avram Avinu's main mission and purpose was. What is Avram Avinu mainly known for? Going out into the world and getting others to call out in Hashem's name. As the pasuk says, Vayikra Sham b'Shem Havaya Kel Olam, and Avram went out there and he called out that Hashem is the world. As the Gemara famously explains, don't read it Vayikra and he called, rather read it Vayakri, and Avram Avinu got others to call out that Hashem is the true, only, real God. That Avram Avinu's main purpose was to go out and to get others to connect to Hashem. And that part of Avram Avinu's life, he was already well into his 70s, and Noach was not alive by then. And therefore the Chacham say, if Noach was compared to Avram Avinu's generation, then this and this would have happened. Because what does it mean Avram Avinu's generation? At the age and stage in Avram Avinu's life when he started going out to others and fulfilling his mission. And while it was started by Avram Avinu, it continues on to us that we need to go out and to get the world to accept Hashem, to get the world to follow in Hashem's ways, and for us to connect to Hashem through His mitzvahs, solidifying and strengthening our connection with Hashem, doing the mitzvahs not because we have a rationale for them, rather just because Hashem said it, doing it because that's exactly what He commanded, and by doing so, we will ultimately be able to be zeicha to have the coming of Mashiach. May it come speedily in our days. Wishing you a wonderful Shabbos.